Reginald Mills. Reginald Reggie Mills, 15 September 1912 July 1990, was a British film editor and one-time film director with more than 30 feature film credits. Among his prominent films are The Red Shoes 1948, for which he received his only Academy Award nomination, The Servant 1963, and Romeo and Juliet 1968. Early life and career. Mills studied at Christ's College, Cambridge, graduating with a degree in modern languages in 1934. He was the assistant to David Lean and editor on two films directed by Paul Seasoner, As You Like It 1936 and Dreaming Lips 1937. Mills then worked for Publicity Films at Merton Park Studios, both as a director and editor of films for commercial clients. During World War Roman II 1939–1945, he was stationed in an anti-aircraft battery on the Thames estuary throughout the whole of the London Blitz. He served with the Army Kinematograph Unit and was the uncredited editor for a military orientation film, Years with Powell and Pressburger. After the war, he began a fruitful association with the film-making partnership called The Archers, which was led by Michael Powell and Emeric Pressburger. His first credit was for A Matter of Life and Death 1946, followed by Black Narcissus 1947. Mills received an Academy Award nomination for his work on the Archers ballet film, The Red Shoes 1948. A 2010 appreciation of the film by Peter Canaves notes Mills' contributions, the still astonishing expressionistic dance sequence that stands as a performance of the ballet Lermontov's The Red Shoes, implicitly acknowledging its editing. Michael Esraga wrote in 2011, "Yes, The Red Shoes is ecstatic entertainment." The Tales of Hoffmann 1950, one also incorporated ballet in its adaptation of the original Offenbach opera. And André Bazin wrote at the time, "The cinema thus creates here a new artistic monster, the best legs adorned by the best voice." Not only is opera liberated from its material constraints, but also from its human limitations. Lastly, Mills had edited 12 films for The Archers. Later career. Mills edited 7 films with Joseph Losey, an American director who settled in Britain after being blacklisted at home. Mills edited Losey's first British film, The Sleeping Tiger 1954. Perhaps the most successful film of their collaboration was The Servant 1963, which is considered to be a high point in Losey's career. Mills had a fairly public artistic dispute with screenwriter Harold Pinter about the editing of The Servant that likely led to the end of Mills' collaboration with Losey. Losey and Mills did make one final film together, King and Country 1964, that did not involve Pinter. Reginald Beck, who had edited 2 films with Losey prior to 1964, subsequently became Losey's principal editor for the rest of his career. Other credits from this period include The Spanish Gardener directed by Philip Leacock 1956, and Joseph Strick's film Ulysses 1967, which adapted James Joyce's 1922 novel. Interviewing Strick in 2009, Henry K. Miller wrote, "The long montage sequence that accompanies Molly is a tour de force. Mills added something to the picture," says Strick, describing a quick-cut counterpoint to Molly's fantasy about picking up a sailor. Mills directed the ballet film The Tales of Beatrix Potter 1971. The film received some favorable reviews and has been released to DVD 2004 and to Blu-ray 2011, the latter a restored version celebrating the film's 40th anniversary. Mills subsequently produced the documentary Franco Zeffirelli, a Florentine artist, 1973, based on the filming of Zeffirelli's brother's son, Sister Moon. The documentary was not included in the 2004 DVD release of the film. He received BAFTA nominations for his editing of 2 films with director Franco Zeffirelli, Romeo and Juliet 1968 and Jesus of Nazareth 1977. Mills was the supervising editor for Zeffirelli's brother's son, Sister Moon 1972. Mills' last credit was as consulting editor on still another Zeffirelli picture, The Champ 1979.